What we have here, these are all of the seasonings that I use. I do switch it up with meals I cook, but this is sort of my base for chicken. We have here our adobo, we have our Creole seasoning, we have our minced garlic, our coriander, our black pepper, paprika, ground ginger, and we have apple cider vinegar. I do put apple cider vinegar on my chicken, most of my meats before I cook it. So I'm going ahead and cut in between the joint here of the chicken wing. You do not necessarily have to do this. I just like to do it. Now I do like when I have my chicken, I have a glass cutting board for my chicken just because I can properly, I believe I can properly clean the glass better than my wood cutting boards because I do like to wash the glass with the bleach. All right. Okay, so we have all of the chicken nice and cut. It's rinsed off again. And now we'll go ahead and add the seasonings. This is a good time right now. If you have kids that like to cook or help in the kitchen, like myself, my daughter loves to cook, so I let her join me. When I have my nephews, they love to cook as well, so this is where I have the kids join. I think it's important to always have some, you know, you can make it a family thing, then the kids can feel a part of the meal and they're learning as well. Because, you know, of course women, you know, they always say women have to cook, but women love a man that can cook too. I know I love a man that can cook because I love to eat, you know, and I don't want to have to be like, oh, my man was so sweet, he cooked me a meal, it was nasty, y'all, but I ate it. No, I want to be like, that meal was bomb, man, he cooked it, it melted in my mouth. So I believe teach your sons how to cook as well because, I mean, women like me, beautiful women like me love to eat. I have the apple cider vinegar in, and I'll go ahead and stir it around so it gets on all of the chicken. This is also a good time to go ahead and start heating up that cast iron. Again, it's pan fried, so you're not going to use vegetable oil. I just use a light olive oil just to poke the pan. Because you don't, you know, you want it sort of dry because you want, this is when the wings get crispy, is when they cook on that cast iron. Once you put them in the oven, it's just basically, because they're going to be over half cooked, but that's just to get the sauce inside and everything cooks as one. There's no specific order after the apple cider vinegar that you have to add your seasonings because, again, you're going to stir it all together and it's all going to be one. I do like to eyeball and put a little bit of everything first, and then I stir it and go back and add more. I grew up on so I was always told if you don't see the seasoning, it's not enough. Okay. Again, I'm from the South, so you know we like flavor in every bite. Okay, just stir it around. And this was all of the dry seasoning that I added first. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. And again, this is a nice, easy meal that you can cook for your family. It's basically a one-pot meal because you're just going to use your cast iron. You cook the chicken, you know, you add your garlic butter, or you don't have to add anything because the cast iron already gives it a nice, it's like a charcoal to me because it gives it that nice crispy outsiding of just seasoning. And we're going to add some of the minced garlic. We're going to stir it all together. This has a lot of flavor to it. If you have any questions, please go ahead and comment below, and I will respond to all of the comments. And if I don't, I still love you. I just perhaps didn't see it, so send it again. Okay. So again, we already have that pot warming up. The chicken looks good. My recipe to how to make homemade garlic butter / scampi sauce from scratch at home. So I will have the link underneath the video in the description box. So if you would like to know how I make my scampi butter, which will be one of the best ways to make it, just please click that link below and watch this very quick short video because scampi butter is literally 2-3 steps. Boom, 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 done. You want this pan nice and hot. I do like to put a little bit of the minced garlic on it. just for the flavor a little. Now, again, you want this hot because this is to sear the outside of the chicken. So you want it to get nice and crispy, and it's only going to get nice and crispy for you on a nice hot cast iron. So go ahead and let it get hot. You're going to lay the chicken down. You can drip the extra juice because the more juice, the less crispy it will be. Okay. So just slaying it. I love the drum. I know some people love the flash. I just feel like that's too much work. But the drum, I can just pick up and eat. I don't have to stick my finger through to get the chicken on the other side. It's like eating crawfish. Crawfish tastes good when somebody else do the work for me. But can I do it? No. On my own? No. Give me a snow crab, I can just break that shell and get to the meat. It retains all the flavor. Everything's always good with flavor. I'm all into the flavor. We'll let it sear. Yes. Do you smell the flavor? Do you smell it? I smell it. Right, there we go. That's how you want it to look. Nice and seared. Nice and seared. I like them to have a nice golden brown to dark brown coating. As long as you have some type of golden brown coating on the outside. I do personally like mine to be a little darker. Dark brown to black, y'all. It'll look burnt, but it's not. It's just the flavor. It's the seasoning cooking on the outside. Okay, I'm down to the last of the chicken that I'm searing. Again, this is how you want it to look. I will do a closer up shot for you. What I want to let you know is when all the chicken is done, do not rinse out your cast iron yet. Only when we finish taking the chicken off, we're going to grab like a dry napkin, and we will just take the excess, you know, like garlic and things out of the pan. But you do not want to rinse the flavor off. Do not wash the pan yet. Do not. So we have our napkin. We're just going to take the excess stuff that does wipe up and pull off. And we're going ahead and take that out. See? You don't have to take it all out. Do not stress yourself about taking it all out. Please do not. You're just getting the excess off. That's all you're trying to do right now. Once you take it all out, you can go ahead and put your cast iron back on the stove top. And you're going to add, or it doesn't have to be the stove top, but I'll just do that. And you're going to add the chicken back into the pan. Woo! Look at that sizzle, sizzle. This is when you can add it all. Before I didn't put all the chicken in at once because you do want it separated a little bit in between each piece of chicken because it gets crispier that way. Okay, we're going to add all of the chicken. This also is going to be so juicy. Oh my gosh. Y'all are going to love me. Okay. We're going to add all of the chicken back into the pan. A cast iron skillet. Doesn't have to necessarily be layered a certain type of way. You just want to get it all inside. And after we put it all inside, we go ahead and add our garlic butter. Line the chicken and we can pour our sauce inside. And this is a homemade scampi sauce that I made. It made from scratch. You can, again, in the description box, you will see the recipe for this scampi sauce. And it is ready to go. We're just going to go ahead and put the chicken at this point into the oven. I do let it cook for about at least 10 to 15 minutes, just so I can make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through, because of course we all know chicken is one of the meats that we have to cook all the way through. This will be a great time for you to go ahead and make your side dish. For me, because I'm trying to eat a little lean right now, I'm not on the keto diet, but I sort of follow some of the things on the keto diet. And the keto diet, again, is a high-fat diet. So this is a keto-friendly meal. And I'm just going to saute asparagus with it. This is a one-pot dish. It's great. It's filled with flavor in every bite. Thank you. And I'll see you all shortly.